Hi, welcome everyone. So, have you ever wondered why some companies consistently stay ahead of their competitors? So, benchmarking is the practice of comparing your organization's processes, performances, or strategy against industry's best competitor or internal standards. So, the goal is simply identify gaps and improve by learning from the best. So, whether you are a hospital, a bank, or a tech company, benchmarking helps you evolve. So, here we have written down some definition and why it is needed and where it is needed. So, comparing your process or performance to industry's best, competitors, and internal standard. And its goal is to identify the gaps and improve by learning from the best. So, there are three key types of benchmarking. So, first is process benchmarking, then the performance, and then the strategic. So, process benchmarking focuses on how tasks are done, and performance benchmarking compares the results and the metrics. And the strategic benchmarking align long term goals and business models. So its focus area is to internal workflows is for process benchmarking. And for performance, there is KPIs and results. And for strategic, there is business models and goals. So we have written some examples here and we will be seeing it to the next slides about it. What is process benchmarking? So, process benchmarking is all about improving your workflows and the operations, and it compares the how things are done. And benefit is to discover the best practices. So, here is one example. So, a hospital compares its patient check-in process with another hospital that has shorter wait times. So, by adopting a better best practices, they reduce the delay and improve the patient satisfaction. Okay, so there is one more example that suppose there is a bank. Okay, so a bank studies how a competitor improves loans in just 2 days. So, by streamlining their own process, they cut the approval time from 5 days to 2, boosting customers' experience and operation efficiencies. Now comes the performance benchmarking. So, performance benchmarking focuses on KPIs and the results and SLAs and metrics. So it compares themselves with the results and outputs, and benefit is to track efficiency and effectiveness. Yeah, so a telecom company is there. Okay, so it compares itself. It's compare a telecom company compares its customer complaints rates with competitors. Okay, so if rate is higher, if their rate is higher, they investigate the root cause, that what is the root cause of the problem, and then they implement the changes to improve the service quality. So similarly, a call center is there. So a call center might benchmark its average call, average call handling time and customer satisfaction scores against the industry's leader. So this helps them identify the training needs and optimizing the staffing. Now comes the strategic benchmarking. So strategic benchmarking looks at the big picture, vision, mission, and business models. They compare with the long-term strategies, and it is the benefit is drive innovation and transformation. So there is a powerful example that a Netflix benchmark the Amazon Web Services cloud strategy. So this helped Netflix scale its global content delivery, ensuring the smooth streaming for million of users worldwide. So there is one another example that suppose a regional airline studies Southwest Airlines. Okay, so they have a low cost model. So by adopting similar strategies, they reduce the operation cost and attract the price sensitive customer. So now we compare benchmarking types here. Let's compare. So the process benchmarking improves operations and tasks. Performance benchmarking tracks short term results. Okay, and they have results and KPIs has to focus on. And similarly, in the strategic benchmarking drives a long term like vision and competitive edge, and there is a long term strategic benchmarking. So each serves a unique purpose here. So who's compared here? In process, there is the industries and peers leaders. Then in performance, there is a direct competitors, and in strategic benchmarking, the innovators and the market leaders. The use of these benchmarking in Six Sigma is the process benchmarking says improve how we work here. In performance, we track the performance, and in strategy benchmarking, we plan for the future growth. So other than three, we have two types of benchmarking. In first type, we have three types, and in the second type, we have two more benchmarking. First is internal, and the second one is external benchmarking. So internal benchmarking means comparing departments within the same organization. Okay, and its purpose is to identify and replicate the internal best practices. And when to use? When large organizations in early Six Sigma stages. Okay, so example, there is a New York and the Chicago call centers. So a company compares its New York and the Chicago call centers. If one performance is better than the other one, then the second one replicates its practices across the locations. So this is especially used in early Six Sigma stages. So now there is the external benchmarking. So external benchmarking involves the comparing with outside entities or with the other companies. So it has three types: competitive, functional, and generic, and it uses to innovate or assess the market position. So there is an example. Suppose there is a logistic firm benchmarks Amazon warehouse operation here. Okay. So by learning from Amazon's efficiency, they improve their own supply chain. So there are three types of external benchmarking, where there is a competitive, where compare with the direct rivals, or there is a functional, where they compare similar functions across the industries. Then there is a generic, where they compare broadly applicable practices. Moving forward. Yeah, so there is again a comparison between internal and external benchmarking. So internal benchmarking is easier and less cost. Okay, less costly, since the data is readily available here. Okay, so in external benchmarking, there is more higher and complex, but offer greater innovation potential here. Okay, so as I've told you that in internal we compare own departments or units, and with external we compare ourselves with the other companies, same or the different industries. And its objective is to standardize and improve internally. And here for external, its objective is to compete or innovate through outside learning. So to summarize, benchmarking is a structured way to learn, adapt and grow. Processes, performance strategies are the type, with other to identify the gaps and the drive improvement. Types of benchmarking, I've told. Process benchmarking focuses how tasks are done. Then performance benchmarking is to compare results and KPIs. And in strategic benchmarking aligns a long-term goals and the business models. So here internal and external Benchmarking is also available, where internal benchmarking compares itself with the own department, and in external they compare themselves with the other organizations. And its goal to standardize and improve. An external goal is to compete and innovate. And cost is lower for internal and higher for external. So use process benchmarking to improve how you work. Use performance benchmarking to measure success. Use strategic benchmarking to shape your future. And remember, whether internal or external, benchmarking helps you to stay competitive and efficient. Thank you. And if you have any issue, any doubts regarding this video, please comment down below. I will be replying on that. Thank you so much.